In this video today, as you listen to me, I hope you're listening to me intently. I am going to talk about the translation of the million-dollar question among the Filipinos. Kapila ka, pang-ilang anak ka? We're going to talk about the translation of that, but I'm not going to say I'm going to translate it myself, because if you're going to ask me that question, I would fall to a very long pause, because I don't really usually use that in my classes, so I would not directly answer you how to translate that. What if we're gonna make a question so that students would answer the sequence? Okay, so let's take a look at how the statement is constructed. Pang-ilang anak. So there is one thing that is common between those statements. There is one thought that is prevalent in those statements. Pang-ilan. So if we're gonna go translate that in English, pang-ilan would entail order, succession, sequence, or turn. Since we talk about order, succession, sequence, and turn, it would also tell us that there is a list. Yes, there is a list. And which order, succession, which sequence do you fall? So that's how we're gonna try to digest how we're going to translate that question. Okay, so we are going to start with the simpler question, pang-ilang anak ka? Ikapila ka na anak? How do you translate that into English? We're going to focus on the idea of ordering. So there is an order. I have found these answers to the internet, so I did not make this. So I'm going to introduce to you, and I'm going to share my personal opinion of whether or not it is, for me, I'm going to use it or should you not use it. So, personal opinion. These questions, I did not create them. So I took them from these sites. Okay, so I found this. What is your filial order? Big word, filial. Filial is not a very common term among Filipinos, but perhaps it's about time that we're going to use that word. So what does it mean, filial? When you say filial, that actually denotes meaning from the dictionary, it means pertaining to a daughter or son. Or it can also pertain to relationship between a parent and a child. So if we're going to look at that statement once more, what is your filial order? That connotes your sequence in the order of siblings in the family. So if you're asked that question, what is your filial order? You can just say, I'm oldest, I'm second, I'm the middle child, or I'm youngest. You can answer it like that. Or you can also have this question. You can translate pang-ilang anak ka, you could translate that, or ikapila ka nga anak, you could translate that into this. What is your birth order? Of course, birth order, because we came out from the womb of our mother in order, in sequence. So you are the eldest, so you came out first. You're the second child, you came out second. Alright, so then I also have found this answer. On which order do you fall between your siblings? I just have a very tiny issue about the use of on. I think we're going to use in instead of on, because if we're going to try to remove the word which, you're going to say in order. You don't say on order. So we're going to try to fix that statement. In which order do you fall between your siblings? So that sounds better now. In which order do you fall between your siblings? I think it's a bit classy when you ask that question. Classy is my favorite word. Alright. Or you could ask, where are you in the order of siblings? Most Filipinos don't usually use that way of asking a question. But I have heard that way of questioning among native speakers, if I'm not mistaken. Where are you in the order of where are you in the order of siblings? But I'm not saying the entire statement. I've heard that it's just the way the question is started. Where are you? Okay, where are you in the order of siblings? So I am middle child. but in truth, I am the oldest. Okay? Now, you can also paraphrase it. So you don't need to have a direct answer. So you ask the question and not necessarily getting the direct answer. So, pang-ilang anak ka? Ikapila ka nga anak? You could ask the question, how many older siblings do you have? Isn't it a bit far-fetched? I don't think so. This question is still related to that question. However, it does not ask directly for the information, exact information. So when you say how many older siblings do you have, if you're going to ask that question, it would mean if I'm going to answer, if I'm going to say I have no older siblings. So that means I am oldest. If I'm going to say I have 2 older siblings, that means you are the third in the family. Or if there are 5 and you're third among 5, you are the middle child. Okay? Or if you're going to say if there are 5 in your family and you have 4 older siblings, that would make you the youngest. So you can actually ask that question as well. Alright. Now, I hope that that is already fixed. So these answers, I took it from these sites of this question and answer site. There are some plausible questions there that I have picked, though some others you might not find useful. So I am doing this because I am telling you that when you go to the internet, there are many answers to the one question that you ask, but it doesn't mean that you're going to take them hook, line, and sinker. You have to think which among the answers are plausible, which among the answers are correct. So the internet actually does not say that you don't need to think anymore because the internet will give you the answers. Actually, the internet, Google, they are your assistants. They would help you in your thinking. Okay? It is just us who decide that, okay, there's Google, there's no need to think. Actually, it's not like that. Okay? So there is Google, my assistant. There is Google, my best friend. So, copy paste, not a good move. Now, let's go to the question, pang-ilang presidente si Marcos? Ikapila nga president si Marcos? How do you translate that into English? Still, I have found a bulk of answers. And most of the answers that I have found is that it is a very difficult question. Oh yeah, of course, that is a very difficult question because as I have told you, there is no direct translation.